of the time, it works. Every time. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. Be careful, man. There's a beverage here. Ready to
I'm your host, Daniel Holzer. With me, as always, is Brandon Rich. Perfect. This is...
Yes, Brandon Rich, as always, the greatest. Here I am.
Me. Before we get too far, this episode is going to be us talking about some of our favorites, some underrated movies some people don't know, cult classics, things like that. We're also having some of our favorite drinks. We had old fashions right here, a little bit of twist in it, add a little something special to it, and we're shooting some Fireball, which is one of Brandon's favorite drinks to shoot.
It is. I love shooting Fireball. I don't care what anybody says.
Like a wizard. I love to shoot fireballs.
I'll stick eames on you. Juggernaut will get you.
Before we go too far, I wanted to say this episode is brought to you by AE Entertainment. Make sure you go to AE.com, follow them. They have all kinds of cool, interesting articles to read and sponsor the show. Second sponsor, too, NorCal Mythos. They have a Kickstarter out right now called Mission Decks. And they also did Carbine Jungle, which is already a successful Kickstarter.
I played it.
Yeah, it's like Dungeons & Dragons mixed with Guardians of the Galaxy.
You sold me. I already played it. That is how you sold me.
And they have a mission deck that they're selling right now, which is like a tool you put up. It's almost like a random dungeon. Like, say you don't have a lot of friends.
That's you.
You could play with a person, just a two if you don't have a lot of friends. Or if you don't want to have a dungeon, you want to just have it randomly made for you, you can do it with this deck as well. So go check that out.
Speaking of not having a lot of friends.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. You're already watching us. Jump on Twitter.
Gotcha.
Follow us there. Hit us on Instagram or Insta or the Gram or whatever the fuck it's called these days. I don't know. We're also on SoundCloud. You can just listen to us.
Go on iTunes. Give us that 5-star. Helps out a lot.
Helps out a lot. And go to YouTube. We'll post the videos there.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Subscribe. Do all that cool ass shit. You know you wanna.
And without further ado, cheers. Welcome to Whiskey Cinema.
Fireball.
If you're like, these guys don't have good taste in drinks, leave a comment down below. Say what's a better drink, something we should try.
What do you like to shoot?
Dude, I'm thinking... Dark and Stormy. Someone told us last time when we asked about this. That's a good drink. This is a good recommendation.
I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first drinks I had.
It's a dark and stormy night. The guy's just hammered. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'll have one again, I guess.
If you have to.
If I have to. We'll call it podcast research.
How was your week? See any movies? See anything you want to recommend to people?
First of all, I went to Arizona for my wife's birthday.
Okay.
Come back to Utah. Fucking snowing.
It's crazy.
I was in 80-degree weather. Come back to 30-degree in snow. Like, we almost turned around.
Yeah, right?
But I had to drive home so I could film this podcast. I got home like 20 minutes ago.
So lucky.
I also got home like 5 hours ago.
See any movies? See any shows?
I did see a few movies. I went saw The Photograph.
Okay.
Don't.
Isn't that about Nickelback?
I wish. Would have been a lot better.
Look at this foot.
It's just not my movie, though. It's not my movie.
No? Why? Slow?
Yeah, boring. I like the two actors, but I didn't think they clicked that well.
I have a recommendation you should go see.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think I was going to like this movie. Invisible Man, the one that came out with Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Moss.
From The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh.
Also Us.
Us. She's Mad Men.
Yeah.
I mean, she crushed it in this. Really good. Kind of a silly premise. Stalker. After her. Invisible. Can't see him. Torturing her. Kind of thing.
It's the greatest premise.
They have some good twists in it. Some pretty good twists. I was surprised.
Nice. I also saw Call of the Wild.
Did you?
Yeah.
That movie's losing money.
It's getting great reviews.
Is it good?
It's not bad. I will say their big downfall is an animated dog.
Oh, really?
They make you feel sad for the dog still, because it's a dog. I love dogs.
That's fair.
I'm going to feel sad for what happens to whatever dog.
Yep.
They have a lot more emotion if the goddamn dog was real. But I'm like, first of all, that thing's animated.
It's a cartoon dog.
Harrison Ford's acting his ass off here. Go you, you know. I did really like Harrison Ford.
It's like he's talking to the table right here. Like, this guy's a great actor.
But I did really like Harrison Ford. That movie, the movie itself is pretty good. It's not bad. It's based on a book. I never read it.
I think it's a remake too of an old movie. I mean, having Scooby Doo as the dog in there and not getting emotional because he's drawn, I get it. But I don't know. I love Harrison Ford. I think he's 80. Let's keep making movies. Never stop.
He looks 66.
He looks good.
He looks 15 years younger than me.
I think that's my problem though with some action movies though. Is like Clint Eastwood. Like when he did The Mule, and he's like a drug trafficker, but he's like 75 or something. I was like, oh, you're not a tough guy anymore. Take it
He
easy.
still scares the shit out of me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Get off my
I
lawn.
was like, I don't even go to his lawn anymore. I cross the street. Even though I live next door, I still cross the street and go around his house.
I mean, that was a good movie though. That was a good movie.
The Mule?
No.
Oh, The Invisible Man?
Gran Torino. The one
Oh,
where he's-
Gran Torino. Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Yeah, no, Invisible Man was good. Go check that out. Didn't think I'd kind of recommend a movie like that because the premise to me was pretty silly. Like, I was like, so he's invisible? Does he drive a car and then no one sees him? Is there just a steering wheel in there? What does he do when he hits traffic? Like, do people bump into him every day? I had all these weird things.
No, because he just stays in the woman's house and then
He just sits
somehow
there.
goes to the hospital. There's someone sitting in that chair right there.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. They're doing a thing now with movie trailers where the trailers are not in the movie. Like those scenes, there's a bunch of scenes not in the
Spoiler
movie
alert.
that was in the trailers.
God.
You remember that movie, It Comes at Night, the one with Joel Edgerton?
Terrible. You want to get me going? Want to piss me off?
That's right.
So excited for that movie. Fuck that movie.
So, after you left, terrible movie. It's really
That was
bad.
like the worst date night I had. I saw Scarlett Johansson. It was like girls' night out or something like that before the drive-in, and it was like, It Comes at Night next. I was like, all right, we'll do it. She wanted to see that one. I wanted to see that one.
It sucks
Perfect combination.
when you take someone to go see a movie and that movie sucks, you feel like, I'm so sorry.
We both felt that way. Both those movies are trash.
We wasted our time.
That was...
But we found out, we're like, why is that movie so different? And then we watched the trailer. If you watch the movie, then watch the trailer, in the trailer, the house is on fire. Like, on fire.
They make it look like something happening.
He's walking away, like, dragging an axe or something, has some blood on him. I'm like, oh, this is... No.
You just have to wait around. It's a sequel.
Oh, God.
It's a sequel, man.
It still comes at
It
night.
comes again. At night. I hated that movie.
I hope it never comes again.
It was the biggest letdown to me.
And I like Joel
for a while.
Edgerton.
I do too.
He has a good movie on Netflix called The King, I think. And it's good.
I'll be talking about him later.
Oh.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so let's get into it. We also have a poll up talking about what's your favorite cult classic. We've got Army of Darkness on there.
Love it.
Boom, baby. Hail to the chief. Give me some sugar. I mean, a lot of quotable lines in it. Boondock Saints.
Love it.
To me, Boondock Saints is maybe the most cult classic of all of them because when you were younger, there was a time where you'd be like, have you seen Boondock Saints? Like, what? Come here. I'm going to show you something. You're going to really love it. Now there's a sequel. Everybody knows about it. But before, it was like kind of the movie that you had to hear about it from a friend because it didn't make a lot of money.
First party I went to, they were playing that. I ditched everybody and went and watched it.
Really?
Yeah, they had to play the dude, my buddy, had it playing in his room. I was in the room.
We got a question.
Carl Williams wants to know, is Invisible Man part of the Dark Universe?
I don't know. It doesn't seem so. I think you know what the Dark Universe is?
Please tell me.
Okay. If you don't know, there was a movie about Dracula with Vlad the Impaler. And it was just about Dracula. They had The Mummy with Tom Cruise. They had a bunch of these kind of movies. They were trying to make like a monster mob squad, like an Avengers. They were trying to make this thing. So they were really trying to get it to work.
I love the idea. But...
All the movies flopped. It was like, you ever seen a movie that sets it up for a sequel? But it's not
Captain
that good.
America.
Captain America.
Captain America, Captain America, Thor were made for
Yes.
setting up the Avengers. That was it.
Like, remember the old movie Golden Compass? Or like, it's the first of a trilogy. I was
No.
like, you gotta make money on your first.
Yeah.
So it seems like they were trying to do that. They just weren't making enough money. I mean, The Mummy got terrible reviews.
I saw that movie. I don't know why I didn't like it. It has everything. It's got Tom Cruise. It's got good action. It had jokes. Halfway through, I was bored out of my mind. I was like,
It's
I
weird.
don't know why I don't like this movie.
It's like you have all the ingredients to like have a cake, and your cake comes out perfect, and then your cat comes and shits right on your cake.
Kind of, I guess. I mean, it's a weird analogy.
Perfect analogy?
It is perfect.
Perfect? Cat shit on the cake?
I feel like that's our new T-shirt.
Perfect analogy?
No, a cat shitting on a cake.
Okay, we can't do that.
But whatever, we can do whatever we want.
So the answer is I don't think so. I would like to see her more Elizabeth Moss. In this role, really good. She does the whole...
And this I heard she carried the movie.
Well, that's mostly her movie.
Yeah, I know.
Like, there's not very many other characters. And there's also a dog in it. Are you in?
You don't have to sell me. I already wanted to see
Okay.
the movie. Right? You sell them. If you like this movie,
There's a
so
dog!
much- Perfect.
Oh.
I win, saw.
So
Alright.
we're going to talk to you guys a little bit of like some of our favorite underrated movies. Maybe you haven't heard of them. Maybe you've seen them once and you want to go watch them again. These are some of our favorites. You want to start us off? You got something to recommend, other guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I got something to recommend. I got the greatest Dread. And I'm not talking Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Fuck that movie.
Oh,
You heard me.
I
Fuck that
forgot. With Stallone and Schneider.
I'm talking Carl Urban.
Mr. I am the law.
Carl Urban. Lena Headey.
Yes.
I fucking love that movie. It has great action, straight to the point. It starts off action. It does not take its foot off of the gas pedal.
So, Dredd, if you guys have no idea, he's like a space police officer in the future, essentially. If you've seen the old Judge Dredd, it's the same idea.
This one's better, so go watch it.
It is good. I really liked it too. Plus the apartment thing, them going up and fighting all the different levels and
The
things.
tower, I think is what they call it.
Yeah. You got one now. Dude, I had made a costume of him to go to a Halloween party like 10 years ago.
That's how good that movie was.
I loved it. That's a good pick.
He also went as Rorschach, so
I did.
Dread Rorschach, who's better?
Why
right?
is that a thing? Why are you comparing those two?
Oh, I don't know.
Why the way
I guess I would have gone Hellboy because you did that too.
I did go
I'm just
Hellboy.
letting you know, everybody know your costumes, man.
I do.
Yeah.
I do a lot of costumes.
When you say, why are you so sad?
I was just thinking about.
I do a lot of costumes.
They're like,
But I love it. It's about, your future cop there
yeah.
goes and investigates a call, a death, and then, shit just turns south in this Tower of Terror, pretty much.
It's like a gang runs this entire
Yeah.
gigantic building.
He's pretty much gone to Compton, but it's just this building instead of a neighborhood.
So he gets there. Essentially, they go like, dude, leave or die. We'll pay you off. They have all these different ways. They're trying to just get him out of here. They're trying to do this big business. And he's just like the straight-laced white knight cop. He doesn't negotiate. He doesn't barter. If you litter in front of Dredd, you're getting a ticket. Don't jaywalk.
Do not.
The law is the law.
He might shoot you. He might shoot your foot off.
Very Mandalorian vibe, too. He has a helmet over his face. He never takes it
yes.
off. If you guys are a fan of Mandalorian, same
love
kind of
that.
film.
Perfect way to get him to watch it. There's also Baby Yoda.
There's a dog in it.
There is actually, yeah.
Oh, is there?
I think it licks up some blood.
Oh.
It's a very violent movie.
Yeah.
It is. And there's also a drug that's
Slow-mo.
called slow-mo. And every time someone takes it, everything slows down. So the camera does like that Matrix stuff. I really love it when they do it.
Speaking of Watchmen, Zack Snyder, same kind of idea. Slow motion fight scenes, things like that because
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. I absolutely love that movie. I recommend it to anybody.
Okay. May I recommend an also sci-fi
Also,
action
Carl
movie?
Urban.
Okay. No, you.
No, I got another. Carl Urban's amazing.
I
In
wanted.
anything, so.
I wanted to talk about Equilibrium, my sci-fi action movie. You've seen Equilibrium?
Yeah. I've
Okay.
seen it. It's been a while, but I've seen it.
If you guys don't know, to me this is like the Boondock Saints of now. It's funny when you talk to people. People are like, "That movie sucks." I'm like, "Watch it again."
Watch it again.
It's based after World War III happened, almost destroyed the whole planet. Everyone now takes these pills that just numbs your emotion. So nobody has emotions, because like, well, that leads to violence. Offenders, called sense offenders, are people that don't take the drug. They want to live free, but you can't have...
Hippies, man.
Like, they don't want you to have anything that evokes emotions. So they destroy paint and artwork and books, and...
I like this.
It's very good. There's a dog in it. He learns they're called Grammaton clerics. He's like an enforcer that goes around and destroys anything that can make you feel emotions. He realizes that he's starting to get emotions. He might be on the wrong side of the law. He's not sure. It's very cool. They have a thing called gun kata where they train since they were kids to be experts at shooting guns and different... It's just, you gotta watch it. It's really good.
I don't remember that movie that much.
Okay, see, that's why I mentioned it. I want people to
So-
try it. Equilibrium. Christian Bale.
Yeah, I
Sean
was gonna
Bean's
say,
in
I
it.
know Christian Bale. I know Sean Bean. I remember a little bit, but
And if you
not
know,
enough to talk
if
about.
you know Sean Bean, then you know probably what happens to him in the movie. It's just, I mean,
Spoiler: he returns the ring.
that's not what he did.
Yeah.
Dread, Equilibrium. Okay.
Oh, am I going again?
If you'd like.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Strap your shoes on. Tie them up tight. I'm about to blow them off.
Oh, okay.
Smoking Aces.
Smoking Aces. All right. Ryan Reynolds.
A lot of people haven't seen it, but there's some names in this movie.
It's a good one. Smoking Aces is a good movie.
It's weird. It's
How
odd.
about it?
It's got some weird-ass characters.
Yes, it does.
Played by actors you know. So, you said it. Ryan Reynolds, Jeremy Piven, Ray Liotta,
right.
Ben Affleck for 10 minutes or
Ben
15.
Affleck. Chris Pine, too.
Chris Pine.
Jeremy Piven plays a drug addict magician.
Yeah, who is snitching.
Yeah.
He's snitching on the mob. He friended the mob.
Yep.
They got him big in Vegas. He was, 5-time Vegas Performer of the Year, some
Right.
crap like that.
He's
And,
Copperfield.
yeah, and now he is snitching, and that dude wants him dead. So he hires everybody. He just throws it out like John Wick style, $1 million.
Yeah.
Kill this guy, bring me his heart.
Yep, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then they go to Lake Tahoe, the Nevada side, obviously.
Sure.
And he is held up in the suite of a casino, and shit just starts to go down.
It's cool. The action scenes in this are really good. The ending's fun, too.
Right? Common, Alicia Keys. I forgot. I watched
Common.
this recently to refresh me. Taraji P. Henson, who's kind of doing things now.
Wow, yeah.
She's I completely forgot about that.
Who did she play? She's just another
She
assassin?
played, Alicia Keys' partner.
Okay.
The one who is in love with Alicia Keys.
That's right. And I think she's a sniper, right?
She is. She kills it. And I really like Chris Pine in that movie, too. And Joel Edgerton's in the movie.
Who is he? Oh, he's
He
a
plays
cop.
that weird-ass Russian dude who's got that bowl
Oh,
cut
my
thing.
God, you're right.
Spoiler alert.
I
He gets killed.
I forgot about that. Definitely
That's
check
still-
out. I mean, you've probably seen it.
Jason Bateman, you see him wearing bra and panties, and it's a thong. He's wearing a thong.
I love
his
Jason
junk's
Bateman.
almost hanging out.
He's so good.
He's funny as crap. I love him, especially in that movie.
Smoking Aces. I think they made like 3 very bad sequels to it.
I honestly never watched a single sequel.
I-
I didn't want to ruin the first one. I really liked it.
Smart. You were smart. I made a mistake.
I was like, I really like that first one. I'm not gonna ruin it with that crap. It's garbage.
Like their budget was probably as much as the catering budget was on the first movie. Like they had
Yeah.
no money for these sequels. They were
Uh,
they're pretty rough. A little rough shot.
Something I thought was interesting is there's a part where Ben Affleck and Chris Pine share a scene together.
Mm-hmm.
They share the screen.
Okay.
Ben Affleck really liked Chris Pine, and he said, if I could bet a percentage of the money I make for the rest of my life on who's going to succeed, I would put it all on him.
Really?
Yeah. He failed. Chris Pine sucks.
No, he's
I'm just
good.
kidding. I really like Chris Pine.
I do too.
I'm a big
He's
Chris Pine fan.
Star Trek. I mean, he made it fun. I think everybody loved him in that. He's coming out in the new Wonder Woman movie. He's like playing the pilot, the boyfriend who doesn't understand anything in the future.
Love interest.
Love interest, yeah.
Yeah, so Smoking Aces, it's a good, fun action movie again.
I know. We
I don't give a crap. I'm going to give you all action movies.
Is that what you're doing?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
What should you drink when you're watching Smoking Aces?
Alcohol.
You heard it here.
I don't discriminate.
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't just. If you want to drink margaritas and watch this movie, by all means, bring me a margarita as well. Daiquiris, pina coladas. I can go for pina colada. I don't care.
I'm gonna throw this one out there.
We'll throw it.
This is a movie that I actually did not watch, and my girl told me about it, and I watched it like 2-3 years ago. True Romance.
Oh, okay. I was like, you just. I didn't watch
he
the
does.
movie, but it's good. Trust me, I saw the trailer.
The Mummy with Tom Cruise. I hear good things.
Not from me, you didn't.
True Romance, written by Tarantino, has maybe the biggest star-studded cast. I mean, it'd be hard to find. It's got Gary Oldman, it's got Patricia Arquette, Christian Slater, who are the 2 leads, and they're the most unknown people in this movie. It's very weird.
Yeah, because it was, what, the 90s?
Christian Slater was huge.
They were big.
They were gigantic.
Nowadays?
Who? Right, it's very true. Mr. Robot, he's had a couple things, but yeah, fair enough.
I mean, Gary Oldman, if you don't know him, he's the detective in Batman. You need to know him.
Dude, you gotta give him more than just the detective or
Well,
Batman.
I'm giving
Okay.
the billion-dollar movie.
Okay. Gary Oldman, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
I mean, Fifth Element. He played.
Oh yeah, Seven Psychopaths. I can go on and name
sorry,
movies,
Love Gary Oldman.
but I really like him.
Val Kilmer's in this. Brad Pitt.
That's right.
Rappaport is in it. Michael Rappaport. Dennis Hopper.
He's all over ESPN now.
Talking shit.
It's LeBron James.
God, he's funny. He picks fights. That guy loves to fight. He likes to battle. Samuel Jackson in there for a minute. James
He's in
Gandolfini
everything, so.
is in this. Christopher Walken. Dude, I'm like, you're like, how have I not heard this movie? The writing's really good. I was surprised at how much I liked this movie. Written by Tarantino in his prime, so the dialogue in it is like second to none. It was voted one of the best movies in the 90s, and I bet a lot of people haven't heard about it. It's pretty crazy.
I did make a mistake.
What?
I said Gary Oldman was in Seven Psychopaths. That was Christopher Walken.
Yep.
I just really like that movie, I guess.
Vote for what you think spicy chili Brandon should have to eat for being wrong.
Whatever, I caught my own
Just
mistake.
make sure Ghost is in the name.
But you did make me watch that movie. I really enjoyed it too.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was really good.
The premise
Really
too
good.
is he falls in love with a girl and he tries to buy herself out of this bad circumstance with like these mob boss mafioso played by Gary Oldman, and shootout, has a problem, on the run from the mob with her, and then just I don't want to give anything away, but
Good.
it's crazy. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde hit and run thing with some of the best dialogue. It's just fantastic. Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper still have a scene people talk about, so you got to see it. If nothing else, just to get references in some movies, like, oh, they stole this.
I do approve that message there.
Okay.
It is a really good movie. Like I said, we did a Christopher Walken episode a while ago.
Bang, you know.
And,
Come
yeah,
on.
that's one of the 8,000 movies he's been in.
He's in a couple.
One of my favorites of his.
He's really good. I mean, that's hard to say because he's in so many good movies.
I know he's in Pulp Fiction.
I mean,
For 5 minutes, I don't count that as a Christopher Walken movie.
your father gave me his watch. So I did what I had to do. I shoved it in my ass. Yeah, no, he's fantastic.
Question time.
Question time. All right, what do you got for us?
So, you mentioned Gary Oldman, but no shout out to Leon the Professional.
Why would we mention him? Oh, yeah, he played the coke out at, but like you said, we can mention 100 movies. And I will bring up another movie, actually. The director of that's name is Luke Benson, and he has another movie I want to talk about later that he did. That he does, like, almost all French movies is what he does. Have you seen Leon the Professional? Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good movie,
That's another
too.
movie I haven't seen for a while.
Dude, I mean,
But
I don't
yeah.
know. If you had to name, because he's an actor, it's so funny. I had a friend of mine say, like, this guy's a method actor. It's like he becomes a different person. He's acting. And he's like, yeah, that's what they should do. What's the other way?
that is acting.
Just everyone's your Brad Pitt the whole time? Like, make money. Okay,
He's
fair
the
enough.
coolest person in the room all the time.
He is. If he was in this room, he would be.
I don't know. Have you met our producer?
Oh,
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you're gonna save that one for later? A nice teaser.
That was perfect timing. Yeah, I just looked him
Perfect
up.
timing to talk about The Raid.
Oh, The Raid.
I told you, action all the way. I don't give a shit.
The Raid, very good.
Kung Fu movie.
Okay.
My favorite. One of my favorite action movies. I love it. I love it. There's two of them. Both are as good as the other. I can't tell you which one's better. I can't recommend one over the other.
Tough. Give him the premise.
The first one,
Elevator pitch.
same thing as Dread.
It's the same, yeah. It's the same story.
Except there's not guns and explosions. They're not shooting rocket launchers and grenade launchers. It's not Fortnite. It is, I'm going to punch the shit out of you and bash your head against this wall.
Yeah, it's really good. It reminds me of kind of John Wick level of fight scenes.
It's kind of like John Wick meets Dread.
Meets Dread, yeah. Exactly, that's exactly what it is.
And I love it. That was one of those movies I made you watch.
You did. Fantastic. Cop goes in, same kind of deal. He has to get through this huge thing. It's almost like a setup.
Yeah, it's like SWAT goes in and, yeah, they just fight their way through bad guys. You know, freaking...
All your movies are like, you're like, I gotta go pee. You're like, well, pause it because there'll probably be 10 more dead people by the time you get back. This
There
thing goes
will be.
fast.
And the second one, there's more of a story, but the action still... There is some scenes in that a guy with a baseball bat hitting softballs at people.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. different killers and stuff, you
Yeah.
are going straight action. Smoking Aces, Dread.
And I'm going violent
Rage?
action too.
You are- yeah.
I ain't even kidding around.
All right.
I love violence.
Well, that's what we called Brandon's testosterone segment of the week.
It's the manliest I'll feel all week.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I love the story too. A director went over there and wanted to do a movie about the martial arts style that they're super famous for. I can't remember the name of it. But they're like, no, there's not funding in it. He's like, well, what if I made it to an action movie? So he wrote the second one first. And they're like, oh, we love it. God, it looks so good. Perfect. They're like, well, why don't you make a different one, and then we'll get funding enough to do all these cool scenes in the second one. He's like, what do you mean? It's like make a prequel to that and we'll film it. So it's the weirdest way to make a movie, but that's why it fits so well. And the second one takes off, I think, the next minute that the first one ended.
Shows people leaving the tower as the start of the second one.
Yeah, and the fight scenes are amazing. Two of the characters in it were in the latest John Wick that fought him at the end, the two martial arts experts. They kind of did a little tip of the hat to him at the end, like, I respect you. You're clearly practicing really hard. Only problem with John Wick, that scene, though, is they were, like, this tall fighting him.
But I thought they did perfect.
They were
What
badass.
about John Wick 3? And, I thought it was perfect. They're fucking kicking. They're not out-strengthening them, really. Every time they try, he just, like, slams them and crap. I thought it was a perfect scene.
If you guys haven't seen John Wick, by the way,
All of them.
we've referenced it a lot. Go see it.
That brings me to my next movie. I did think about it because I love John Wick.
And there's a dog in it.
There is a dog.
For a minute.
There might be a dog in Con Air.
We're not talking Con Air. I refuse.
And you can name your next one. I think this is Con Air right there.
It does not.
Does
Say
with
that.
Nicolas Cage?
It's just a drawing of a piece of shit, so that's funny that
John
you...
Malkovich?
Cyrus the Virus. It has people in it, but we're not talking about...
Was that Steve Buscemi?
No. Don't get me started. These are good drinks, by the way. I mean, I'm going to thank our sponsors again. I assume they're paying for this for picking up the tab.
I don't handle that part. So I hope so.
Jordy, bring me my knee-breaking tire iron, please.
You don't even know what tire iron is.
Speaking of maybe a different kind of thing, True Romance was kind of also action, but it's kind of got that Princess Bride style of being a lot of genres at once. Not fantasy or anything, but it's just got a lot of covers. This next one is a thriller that I think you can watch it just on Netflix, which is Hush.
I don't know if that's a Netflix original.
It's not, but it was on Netflix.
I can't. I never found it anywhere. That's where I watched it.
So, I'm going to give you guys a premise. There's a girl that's an author. She's deaf. She got sick when she was a kid, so she lost her hearing. She got corrective surgery to fix it, and it made it worse. And I don't think she can speak afterwards either. She goes in the cabin, like a house in the woods, just wants to be by herself to write. A serial killer guy sees her. I think he uses a crossbow, and he has a mask on.
Yep.
And
Nothing fancy.
sees her and notices that she's deaf. And he goes, oh, good, I can terrorize her. This is going to be great. I mean, there's a couple really good scenes where he realizes it, and she tells him, like, later in the movie, like, just leave. Just leave. This could all be done. I haven't seen your face. We don't have to keep doing this.
I love this scene.
And, because she writes it down on a piece of paper, please just leave. I haven't seen your face. I can't identify you. I'll never see you again. You're home free. The guy looks at her, cocks his head, and then takes his mask off.
He ain't messing around.
Looks at her like, oh, no, bitch.
I remember one time, oh shit! Get out of the house, woman! Get out of the house!
You ain't getting off that easy.
You need to sign the police!
911, she's holding it up.
Right? Send that SOS, girl!
That's true. I wonder how you would. You couldn't. Well, so he starts it by stealing your phone, which is the problem with all serial killer slasher movies now. You have to find a way to destroy a phone very early on because you have to because it solves a lot
I
of
dropped
problems.
it in the punch bowl.
No! I left it.
I don't have any rice.
Should I go back and get it? Nah, it's 100 feet away. Why would I need it today?
Was this Harold and Kumar?
Oh, dude. Too far?
Ah, we've come too far.
We've come too far. Really good. I like Hush a lot. Kate Seagal's in it. And if you don't know her from much, Haunting on Hill House. She was also in it. She played the psychic. What was she, like a therapist? Like a child therapist? She had gloves on because if she touched stuff, she could get impressions. She was in Oculus, which is a very underrated horror movie that I was surprised by how much I liked. Blumhouse does this movie.
You are talking about how you don't like horror movies, and here you go.
I gotta be.
Go see The Invisible Man. Go see Oculus.
Yeah.
Watch Hush.
I just got high standards for horror movies. That being said,
Which Blumhouse also did The Invisible Man.
yeah,
So
very good.
Go see Blumhouse movies.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean a couple. Truth or Dare?
Fantasyland or Fantasy Island?
How's
See
that?
one? I mean, forgettable. I called it Fantasyland, so I've already forgotten the name.
Can you imagine if that was just a critique of a movie? How was it? Forgettable. Next.
Honestly, all the movies I saw in February almost, I could just
Pretty rough.
Forgettable.
Okay, fair enough.
But I do love Hush. That's a great
Check that one
underrated
out.
movie.
I really liked it.
I tell everybody to watch it who likes horror movies.
yes,
Everybody.
It's a horror movie. It's a thriller too. It's
Got that suspense. It's got those intense scenes where they're kind of shooting it from her point of view, so you hear nothing, but you know the guy's in the house.
Like
so
lurking
does she.
behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're hearing what she does, and that's nothing, and you're seeing what she does. It does make for some pretty intense moments.
It kind of lets you know too, like that's at a certain point where if you're invested in a movie, you're reacting like the character would. Like I love seeing A Quiet Place in theaters because the whole point of the movie was they couldn't make a sound because these monsters could come out and kill them at any time.
That's 4 now. It's 4 horror movies.
I'm not saying I just
I
got
think you're a horror movie guru. You just try to play tough. I hate them.
No,
Get rid of your phone.
hey man, maybe I'm changing.
Hey, that's fair.
That being said, my wife did saw Hansel and Gretel. She said that was some of the worst fucking
I don't know what movie she likes, though.
True Romance.
Well, that's all I needed, because that's a great
yeah.
movie. Does she like Hush?
Yeah, we were in. We were in
Alright.
it.
Well, then I trust her opinion again.
Hey, she's got good taste in.
Movies, you're right. She could have done better.
Come on, man.
I'll stick on the same path. I'll stick with
Surprising.
that intense movie horror genre.
Okay.
I'm gonna go a newer one, Crawl.
Oh, Crawl.
So hurricane
Yeah.
hits Louisiana
Louisiana. I'm a Louisiana.
or Florida, maybe. I don't remember where it is. Gator infested area though, and girl goes, I gotta get to my dad. He hasn't come out. He's not answering the phone.
Mhm.
We gotta get to the house. She gets to the house. She's finding him. He ends up getting trapped in his crawl space under his house.
Yeah, I think he got injured, right? Didn't he get hurt or something?
He got hurt because there's an alligator under there.
Yeah.
Because the water is flooding. They are now roaming the streets.
Yeah, like it's just flooding the
It's like
city.
the Wild Wild West, but it's not cowboys, it's alligators. And the whole movie is them in a crawl space almost, with an alligator or two. This shit's intense.
I was surprised by how much I liked it.
I was too.
Because I'm not
I
a
was like, let's go see Crawl. I was like, is that the one with the alligator? She's like, yeah. I was like, alright. I was like, I mean, it looks like it could be alright. I was clenching my cheeks at some parts.
Yeah.
Cheeks clenched.
There's people looting. There's a scene where they're looting, which is,
Oh,
I mean, dude, your house,
Obviously.
your house is flooding. I might be a looter. You just lost
You're
everything.
gonna need new stuff, right?
Right.
My 65-inch TV, I think it's time to upgrade anyway. There's an 80 over at that store.
You know what? I
Shopper's
would rob a
gone.
boat. I would just steal a boat.
You
I'd be like,
think?
could you be mad at me? I need it. I need a boat.
I needed to carry my 80-inch TV. It's gonna stay dry.
Your neighbor looks out. He's like, man, it's starting to flood. You start breaking his windows. What do you got in here, Carl?
I know you just bought new stuff the other day.
He's like, hey, man, like, you can loot me after.
I saw the boxes in your trash can.
Yeah, Alligator's surprisingly done very well. It doesn't go for the easy scares. Crawl's a good pick. I liked Crawl.
There's some scares where you're expecting it, and then there's some that I think I jumped. I don't jump in a lot of movies.
Yeah?
I think I jumped at that one, but yeah, like I said, it was really intense. I really enjoyed it. It blew me out of the water.
Okay.
It did. Because I thought it would be close to dog shit, but it was
Like
really
mediocre?
good.
No.
Yeah.
Well done. I liked it.
So,
Crawl?
good
Very
job,
good.
Crawl.
Crawl.
Good job. You done good.
I mean, would you say it's top shelf? I might.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top shelf. We're going to top shelf on the Crawl. I think so too. Well, especially because your expectations are lower. You see it, and then you're like, well, wow, this is actually a good movie, so it seems great.
I know those are the movies that are always better. Like, this movie's gonna be dog shit. But then I saw Call of the Wild. I was like, it was pretty good. We got a comment from one of you fancy listeners out
Ooh, comment
there.
away.
Viewers.
So Carl Williams says that Crawl was great, except there is no damn way she is out swimming those alligators.
Joke's on you.
And
She did.
Yeah, did you see the movie?
Dark Water is a much better people against creature movie.
Oh, I like that pick. Creature
I haven't
Features.
seen that one. I do know which one that is. I haven't seen that one. I'll watch it.
I think it's based in New York. That's a good one.
Oh, they're not creatures. They're just called New Yorkians.
New Yorkians?
New Yorkians.
He did put it in people versus creature.
Okay, I like this.
I
What's...
just call them non-Staten Islanders.
Can I get some change? Ah, creatures!
I'll watch that movie.
I want
let you know.
I want to throw this foreign film out there. I have it prepared.
All right.
But in honor of the guy that's won Best Picture for Parasite, who I will not try to say his name again because I...
Bong Joon-ho.
Is that really his name?
Obviously, I said
I don't know. I can't trust you. Bong Joon-ho. It's just
What's
being-
wrong with that?
I don't. You know, it could be his name. Now I feel bad. I don't know.
There's a baseball player called Sin Chu Chu.
No.
Okay, don't trust me.
I don't.
So anyway,
I
Bong
do
Joon-ho
not.
directed this movie.
Cream of some young guy. There's a movie called The Host, which is very good, and it starts off. You need a little bit of premise in some movies. That was the only thing that for Invisible Man, my only critique I gave. She's being terrorized by this guy. They don't really show it though. It just kind of shows her leaving for the first time, which you see in the trailer. And I was like, I wish they just showed him be a little bit of a psychopath so you just immediately understood. But they don't really show it right away, and you're like, ah. But in
Guy
this,
turned himself invisible to torture.
Or
and
did he?
Punishment.
maybe it's all in her head and she's crazy.
Maybe that is true. That is one of the premises they go after.
Oh, really? Okay.
When they show her choking a dead guy or an invisible guy, I was like, that's fake.
Somebody just sees that and they walk by like, leave. The
Anyway,
host
the host yeah.
starts off, this guy's working in like this big factory. There's this huge thing of radioactive waste stuff, and he looks at the guy, and he's like, what do you want me to do with this? And he's like, just dump it. He's you want me to dump this? He goes like, yeah, dump it or you're fired. He's like, you don't want me to like call someone to dispose? He's like, that's way too expensive. Just dump it in the sink. And he's like, okay. So he just grabs like a big thing of it and he pours it in. It takes a while for it all to pour into the sink. And then it zooms back and it just shows he has like 100,000 of these bottles he has to dump down the sink. And you're just like, wow. Then it shows kind of a dirtbag guy. He's like a waiter. He's like eating some of their food before he brings out. He's not really a likable guy.
I like him already.
And they're at like a reservoir and this thing just starts kind of grabbing people. You're not really seeing it. They do a good job. They don't show you the monster right away. You don't really know what's going on.
That. I don't need to see the monster right away.
And then all of a sudden, it just cruises up and goes on land and just starts eating and killing people. And you're like, what? Like you just weren't expecting it. And then it's got some good twists in it. It's got a lot of good parts that you're surprised by. The host, someone showed it to me when I was younger and I never forgot it. I really liked it.
And this isn't the American version.
I don't think there's an American version.
I think so.
The Host?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like a movie I'd watch.
Come on!
Yours does.
Oh,
The American version doesn't. I've seen The Ring.
good.
Fuck that movie.
Why?
You heard me.
Okay. All right. Seems harsh. Anyways, we got off topic a little bit because Carl's question. Fair enough, but definitely Crawl is good.
I will watch Dark Waters.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Dark Waters? I wrote it down.
Yeah, Dark Waters.
But then I got distracted. As I tend to do.
I was gonna say I got one more I wanted to talk about.
Perfect, because I have like 5 more.
Nice. Hey, in my face. You're doing your homework. This is an older one, but it's my sister-in-law's favorite movie, which is surprising. 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas, an old action movie that is about an Arabian guy that gets mixed up with a group of Vikings. Crazy scenario. It's based in the past. It's like a retelling of Beowulf, but it's a fun premise. Antonio Banderas is like a poet, like a royal poet guy, but he gets in trouble for sneaking around on a nobleman's wife.
Is it the same guy who plays Puss in Boots?
I mean, yes. I guess yes is the answer to that.
Just checking.
That's a cartoon cat, man. I mean, he's done other things. Desperado?
You're right. He was also in Shrek 2.
Okay. That's
And
not...
Freddy.
I guess. In this movie, he also swings a sword. I guess Puss in Boots. It's not...
Is he wearing boots?
I'm sure he is.
This was just the pre.
But he's a poet, like a royal poet guy. He sneaks around on this nobleman's wife. He gets caught. kind of sends them to like the shit detail. You know, like when it happens, like the police and they're like, "Why did I get stationed in Alaska?" Like, you know what you fucking did. It's like the other guys when he shoots Jeter and everyone
That's
hates
right.
his
He's
guts.
a desk jockey.
Yeah. So he gets sent to the like, well, go be our ambassador to the Norse guys, to the Vikings. So he has to get there and he's fucking hating it. He's like, piece of shit, I can't believe I have to fucking be here. They're part of a ceremony. A guy gets killed, like one of their buddies. So they bring in like a voodoo witch doctor, kind of old hag witch, and she's like doing a prophecy. And she says, "There's terrible danger over here." It's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons quest almost. And
All right, you know how to sell me on things.
it's like an adventure story. So he sits there and they go, "I need 12 guys to volunteer to go help out this village. They're getting attacked by these monsters. They need help to go kill them." So she starts reading off names. All these guys volunteer, and she says the last guy can't be born from here. He has to be a foreigner. So it's him and an older guy that's there.
So Puss in Boots and an older guy.
Puss in Boots, the older guy. And the old guy looks at him and like translates it to him, and Tony Bender's like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, you have to go with them." He's like, No, I'm a poet. I don't. They're like, "You don't have a choice." So he's like, "Fuck." So he goes off with these guys. He doesn't speak the language. He just heads off with them, and it's really good. It's fun. There's a lot of really fun scenes. They fight these monsters. They see villagers. A lot of scenes you've seen in movies some of them are taken from this thing because they're kind of iconic. Like the bloody kid that kind of like wanders into the group. I think they've done it like 300 and a bunch of other movies. I think it was in this one first.
Yeah.
Like you have an army and then someone's coming towards you, like, and then you see it's a kid and you're like, "Oh fuck, where did they come from?"
I do remember that in 300.
It's from a book called Eaters of the Dead.
Oh, what is this, Harry Potter?
Harry Potter and the Eaters of the Dead.
I don't know.
But that's the last one I would recommend. It's an older movie. I think it came out like 1990. But I really like 13th Warrior. I was surprised by it.
You told me we were going to do that one. I was like, is that the one with Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. I didn't know which one that was. Never heard of it. I've never heard of
That's
13th Warrior.
So a lot of these you guys might have
I
heard
think
of.
mine was like 47... I don't remember. He's got some Kung Fu... Glass Samurai? I don't know.
Glass Samurai. That's someone
I
with a
have
drink.
no
I would have.
idea.
47 Ronin?
That's the one.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about that one. And I was...
No, this one,
So I will watch this movie. Eventually. I gotta watch Dark Waters first. I care about my viewers more.
just start writing them down. You're like, okay, let's just, alright.
And I am a fan of Antonio Banderas of old.
There's a dog in this movie. And a cat.
Oh,
Puss in
perfect.
Boots.
Yeah, there's Puss in Boots in the movie, so you have that going for you.
That's great. Which is, I know, you're like, just Puss in Boots.
And he's also a poet in Puss in Boots, a little bit. Like,
Okay. Why is the Puss in Boots? Why the constant Shrek 2, Shrek?
he wasn't in Shrek, stupid.
Okay.
You do a movie podcast.
You're getting a little
Learn
ahead
your
of yourself.
movies.
Well, all you know is Puss in Boots.
So what? I know his best movie.
It's not his best movie.
Oh, you know his good work.
You know what?
God.
I did surprisingly like Puss in Boots when I saw it. I was surprised.
That was a good movie. He was great in Shrek too.
Don't like cartoon dogs, but you love cartoon cats, apparently.
Yeah.
Good.
Danny. I will watch this movie though. I do like him.
13th Warrior, check it out.
Yeah, like I said, I have a few more.
Go ahead.
But I cheated a little. But on my vacation, I recently watched Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, it was nominated for Best Picture, but I don't fucking care. Not that many people have seen it,
That's true.
and you need to.
Really?
I said a few episodes ago that The Joker is my favorite movie they made in 2019.
Uh-huh.
I might change it to Jojo Rabbit.
Whoa!
Movie was amazing.
Wow, really?
And the two kids they have, I wrote their names down because I've never seen them. Roman Griffin Davis and Alfie Allen.
Oh, those guys.
You see him in the trailer. The little pudgy white kid and then the nerdy Nazi.
You see him, like, throwing a knife against a
Exactly.
tree and then it sticks in his leg or something.
Holy shit, they're funny as hell.
Really?
I loved them. Scarlett Johansson,
Is Rebel Wilson in that as well?
she kills it.
Okay.
So is, I wrote it down because I take notes, Sam Rockwell.
Love Sam Rockwell.
Who doesn't? If you don't,
The Moon.
start.
That would have been another good one for underrated movies people haven't heard
Yeah.
of. The Moon's really good.
I can't pronounce his name. I asked you earlier. The director of the movie.
Taika Waititi
There you go. I wouldn't even try it. He plays Hitler. He also directs the movie.
plays Hitler.
And he's also a Jew in real life.
Really?
Someone asked, why did you decide to be him? He's like, what better fuck you to Hitler than me playing him?
That's really funny. Plus, he's like from New Zealand.
Yeah. And he's funny, obviously.
Very funny.
The movie will make you laugh.
Okay.
It might make you cry. The movie's all over the place. I fucking loved it.
Would you say it's like the Puss in Boots of this year? Like that's how good it is?
I would say it's the Shrek 2 of this year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I'm trying to think of like all the Shreks. There's like 7.
Well, I saw Puss in Boots. Good movie.
Okay.
Puss in Boots and Shrek 2, though, that's just great acting. Like,
They drew them with such good emotions.
I mean, I watched Lincoln, his performance, Daniel Day-Lewis,
Nah,
whatever.
nah, come on.
Puss in Boots,
How you gonna shit on Daniel Day-Lewis?
easy. I'll pull down my pants.
Cat
take
shitting on a
shit.
cake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except it's Daniel Day-Lewis in Puss in Boots.
Okay.
That's a real...
Puss in
He had to do
Boots.
some method acting. You know, he had to really get into character, be
Okay.
wearing boots and a hat the whole movie.
He's in the sound studio. He has like drawn on whiskers. Like, okay, I'm ready.
He wore those boots. They didn't fit him.
So funny.
I love it. I'm just not going to share anything else other than that,
Jojo
but
Rabbit.
I love
I wanna
Jojo
see
Rabbit.
Okay.
And the one I cheated at is not a movie, it's an actor. Kumail Nanjiani.
Love, come on, Johnny.
He's got a new movie coming out, Lovebirds. I think
Mhm.
it looks hilarious.
Stuber did not get enough play.
It didn't. It was rotten on Flickster.
Wrong.
Wrong. The viewers didn't like it either.
Wrong.
Wrong. I loved it.
What do you have against him?
It's so good.
Why? You just don't want to be happy? I don't get it.
That Dave Bautista, Kumail Nanjiani combination is gold. I loved it. It's about a cop who has eye surgery because he's getting old,
Yep.
and then finds a lead in a big case about a cop who killed or a guy who killed his partner.
Very reminiscent of a lot of 90s action movies. Lethal Weapon has a lot of that
Exactly.
stuff. Like, you killed my partner, I'm coming for you.
Except they never had to call an Uber to go to their lead.
Yeah, his eyes are so fucked up he can't drive.
He tried. Made me laugh my ass off.
Oh, yeah, he wrecks until like 9 things.
He's driving on people's lawns.
He just keeps squinting.
He's like, "Sir, I'll pay for that." And he's a big dude.
I'm a cop. I know, he's
He's
dude,
yoked.
he's the mountain in real life.
Like, he's almost as big as me. So...
Almost as big as you. He could eat you, man.
yeah, probably.
But
You
he's
know
the
that.
nicest guy.
He is.
Yeah.
And yet that movie makes me laugh a fuck ton. I love that movie. And then I'm gonna give you a rom-com here.
Okay.
The Big Sick.
Oh, The Big Sick. Very
That
good.
is an underrated romantic movie. Funny as shit. It's got Ray Romano, Holly Hunter, Zoe Kazan.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
It's a true story about his life where he went in to pitch a story because I've heard him tell this. It's so funny. He's like, well, I went there to talk to a guy about a script idea. And I was like, here's my idea. It's like a Tinder, but there's ghosts on it. And the guy's like, I don't want to hear about this stupid shit. He's like, well, tell me about yourself. He's like, well, I'm married to my wife now, and when I met her, we only dated for a short time, and then she went to a coma, and after I was trying to take care of her, I started to like kind of fall in love with her by seeing her stuff, and I met her parents, but when she woke up, you know, I had fallen in love, but she didn't know me. And the guy's like, this is the movie. Your Ghost Tinder is not a movie. He's like, the real story. He's like, really? He's like, yes, that's a movie. Which is, yeah, I really liked it. You want to go off of ratings? I think it was a 92 or 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think it was higher.
It was really
It
well
was really
received.
good.
I think it was on Amazon as an original.
It is on Amazon. I don't know if it's an original there, but it is on Amazon. It could be original.
Very
Amazon
good.
Prime. Watch it. Go watch Stuber. You can Redbox it.
Yep.
And then go in theaters and watch Lovebirds. I don't know how that one's going to be,
Lovebirds.
but I'm excited for it. Even though it has Isa Rae, who is the lady in the photograph.
Okay.
I liked her. I liked the two stars.
Okay.
Who, the guy was in Knives Out. If you haven't seen that, I've talked about it. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked him in that movie. But like I said, they just didn't work well with each other. I'm hoping she does.
Fixes
Him
it.
and Kumail, her and Kumail work better.
Well, the chemistry that he had in Stuber with Dave Bautista, because they're friends, like they're really good friends in real life. They call each other like every day, and
it's weird. They call me every day too.
they do not. Do they really? Can you get him on the cast?
So it's supposed to be.
podcast? Okay. Well, he said after the shoot ended, Dave Bautista bought everyone a gift. He bought everyone a gift on the set. Lighting guy, cater, everything. He bought 'em- and he said, not just a gift, like, hey, I remember your cat passed away, and you're really sad. This is a coupon to adopt a cat. It's all paid for, vaccinated. When you're ready, if you'd like to. Really sentimental, nice gifts. Kumail said, I didn't know he was doing this. I didn't get everybody gifts. So now he's giving everyone personalized gifts to everyone. He's like, I remember you said your son wanted to play baseball. I got this glove. It's signed. I hope it inspires him. Like, and Kumail's just like, I'm fucked. He fucked me. He's like, so I was like,
Well,
oh,
he
bye.
got that WWE money.
He's like, I gotta go, bye. And he left. And he's like, and I went to my trailer, and he found me. He's like, you didn't think I forgot about you. Open up the trailer, full of gifts. He got him a lot of gifts. And then he's just like, oh, come on. And he's like, what's the matter? You don't like these? He's like, you got everyone gifts, man. I didn't get him anything. He's like, well, I can, you know what? We'll see it from both of us. He's like, I don't want your pity. Now you're being nice to me again? Fuck off, man. But they're really good friends in real life. I think he helped him get into great shape, which he's in right now. You haven't seen a picture of Kumail Nanjiani?
I thought you were talking about he helped Dave Bautista get into great shape. I was like,
Come
good
on, push
him.
it, Dave. No,
Good on him. Because he's got My Spy coming out.
I see. Yep, I saw that.
And right now it's getting good reviews on Flickster. But looks great.
Okay, perfect.
But that's about all I have.
I
did
have-
want to talk about those two, so
I have one more.
and go see Jojo Rabbit.
I have one more. Do we have time, producer, for one more?
Yeah.
From Paris with Love, I'll do it quick. From Paris with Love, John Travolta, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, something like that.
Sounds right.
Guy from the Tudors. CIA, it's Lethal Weapon in France. He takes this guy, they get there, they go like, hey man, he's surrounded by spies, can't trust anyone. Don't trust your girlfriend. He's like, I've known her for 6 years. She like pulls a gun on him. It's very funny. It has really good jokes. John Travolta plays a bald guy with a goatee.
I love John Travolta in that movie. Not a big fan of Jonathan Rhys.
Might be my favorite movie of John Travolta's.
It's up there.
Pulp
in
Fiction.
that movie.
I can't go off.
Well, I assume you took that one out.
I'm taking
Like,
it out.
We just assume
I'm taking it out.
that we don't count that one. We already know that one's
We're not counting
top.
it. We're going somewhere else.
Like,
with it.
fuck Reese, but take out Pulp Fiction because that one's way good.
Keep that one. Maybe my favorite movie of his. There's a funny scene where like there's a bunch of kids and they have these guns and they rob them, and the guy's like, and he's like doing action scenes the whole movie, quips, jokes. It's really good. And at the end, the guy's like, take him out. And he's like, no. And he said something like, since I've been to the Congo, I've realized I never fuck around when a kid pulls a gun on me. He's like, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital. And then it's just like a throwaway line, but I remember it, I was like, God, that's so funny. Because it's probably so true. He's like, nah, I don't risk it.
Right? Yeah, that movie is I like that pick. I really like that pick.
Mm-hmm.
You got some good picks.
From Paris with Love. I tried, man. I'm trying
But
to.
he kills in that movie. Even though I'm not a fan of Jonathan Rhys, I do really like him. That movie is rewatchable because of Travolta.
Travolta crushes.
He does kill in that movie. It's one of my favorites.
They're being chased by like triads in a Chinese food restaurant, and he shoots and kills like 3 of them, and there's more coming in, and the guy says, he goes, God, how many of them are there? He goes, last census, 1 billion.
Ooh,
and I was like,
racist joke.
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't like
okay.
that.
Like, you're in the middle of a gunfight, but it's very 90s feel where like, you want some more iron in your diet? Like, they're kind of doing jokes like that, and they shoot them. So, but definitely check it out, From Paris with Love. If you don't like John Travolta, I understand. I think you are going to like him in this movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
100%, wholeheartedly.
Feeling it. Love it. Yeah, I was going to say, and thank you to our sponsors, NorCal Mythos. Definitely check that out if you guys are into the role-playing game stuff. It's awesome. They're crushing it. AE.com, all everything entertainment. Check them out on Facebook. They're super entertaining. They just always post interesting stuff.
Once again, follow us, Facebook, Twitter.
Boom. Bam.
The Gram,
Bam.
Insta,
The Gram.
whatever it's called, Instagram, and then we're on SoundCloud,
iTunes. Give us that
5-star review.
It's funny when you ask for a 5-star, you're like, hey, by the way, Sam Great, huh? Thanks.
I'll beg. I don't care. I'm not above begging. And then get on YouTube and watch us and subscribe and like and leave comments. And
Let us know, too. We'll answer in the comments. If you have an underrated movie we haven't heard of, we heard of a couple questions and comments from before. We're definitely going to check out some of these movies. If there's one where you guys are like, man, you should have mentioned this one, we're like, that's perfect. Maybe next time. We'll do another Get to Know Us episode. And I think we'll be doing something for St. Patty's Day pretty soon, probably.
yeah, I think you keep plugging that. So
I'll do it afterwards, too. Like, next year's St. Patty's Day episode is going to be money. Alrighty,
We're
guys.
doing Irish car bombs probably. We're getting totally hammered.
Hey, guys.
I don't even think we'll finish the episode. I'll be over this desk.
Yeah.
So,
Good for you.
we had a poll question up. I just want to see what the percentages.
Are the results in?
Thank you. I can think results.
We are tied with Boondock Saints or Other being
Ooh, really?
top. And Army of Darkness and Princess Bride are also tied at 17%.
Wow.
I'll break the tie. Boondock Saints.
I'll break the tie. Other. All right, guys. Thanks
Awesome.
for tuning in.
Thank you all.
Appreciate it so much, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being part of it.
Puss in boots.
No.
Go watch Con Air. It's a great movie.
It's not great.
Underrated.
It's probably.